Hello, this is Miss Marianne, and this is week 2 of our summer reading program, Imagine Your Story. Last week I read you a fairy tale, Rumpelstiltskin. And this week I have another story about Rumpelstiltskin, but it's called a fractured fairy tale. It's a little bit different. This one's called, Frankly, I'd rather spin myself a new name. It's the story of Rumpelstiltskin as told by Rumpelstiltskin. And the author is Jessica Gunderson, and it's illustrated by Janna Bock. And there it is. Frankly, I'd rather spin myself a new name. My name is Rumpelstiltskin. I know. Horrible name, isn't it? Impossible to spell. And I'm not sure what my mother was thinking when she gave it to me. Thankfully, she always called me Al. So did everyone else. I thought I could keep my name a real secret forever. Boy, was I wrong. Let me start at the beginning. I'm a traveling gold spinner. I go door to door all around the kingdom and I spin straw into gold. It's not hard, really. All it takes is a bit of science and a lot of practice. People pay me oodles of cash. Everyone loves gold. One day, I was passing by the king's castle, and I heard someone crying. I poked my head through the open window. Inside, on a pile of straw, sat a young maiden. "What's wrong?" I asked. "The king ordered me to spin the straw into gold," she wailed. "If I don't, I'll die." "You're in luck," I said. "I know how, but my skill has a price." "I can pay you with my necklace," the maiden said. I would have rather had cash, but I accepted. While I worked, the maiden told me a long story about her father. He was poor and he wanted to look important. So he told the king his daughter could turn straw into gold. She can't. When I finished spinning, the maiden gave me her necklace and I went away. The next day, I heard sobbing again. It was the same maiden, but this time, however, she was in a much bigger straw-filled room. "The king was ever so pleased with the gold," she said, "but now he wants even more. And if I don't spin all this..." Okay, I said. "What will you give me if I help you?" "I can pay you with my ring," she said. So I spun the straw into gold and took the ring and I went along. The following afternoon, I heard the maiden weeping again. She sat in an enormous room, packed wall to wall, floor to ceiling with straw. The king would marry her, she explained, if she spun all the straw into gold. "I beg you to help me, dear sir," she said. "I want to be the queen, but I have nothing left to give you." That's when I got to thinking. I'd always wanted kids, but I didn't have a girlfriend or a wife. I traveled too much. Plus, I'd have to put my real name on a marriage license, and I didn't want to do that. You can pay me later, I told the maiden. How about your firstborn son? Yes, of course. I'll give you anything, she said. I spun every last bit of straw in that room into gold. And then I went back to my cottage and thought about what a great dad I'd be someday. Life went on. I traveled far and wide, spinning straw until my fingers hurt. About a year later, I returned home. Newspapers had piled up on my doorstep. Right on top was a picture of the maiden, now the queen, holding a super cute baby. Woohoo, I cried. Time to collect my payment. The queen looked surprised to see me. What was your name again, she asked. I ignored the question and asked for the baby. Certainly not, she said. I reminded her of her promise. But she just hugged the baby tightly and babbled on about feeding times and teething pains and how she loved her boy and couldn't give him up. Blah, blah, blah. Fine, I said. Guess my real name in 3 days and you can keep your baby. I'll warn you, it's very unusual. I've got it, the queen told me the next day. Your name is Casper. I shook my head. Melicor? Nope. Balthazar? Ichabod? Ulysses? I said. The second day, she guessed. Sheepshank? Ribs of beef? Leg of lamb? No, I said. Not even close. Tomorrow's your last chance. That night, I danced with glee. The queen would never guess my name. I even sang a little song. Ho, 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 only I know. Hear my laugh, see my grin. My name is Rumpelstiltskin. And can you see who's looking there? Who's hearing that? Could that be the queen? On the third day, the queen asked, Is your name Puffernut? Lumpagalump? Smear and shear? Lollypoodle? Very creative, I told her, but no. She smiled. Isn't it Rumpelstiltskin? My jaw dropped. It's not possible. How in the world did you ever? What are you? A mind reader? She grinned and she cuddled her baby. What a bummer. What about the toys I bought? The nursery I painted? I stamped my foot hard and it went right through the floor. And when I tried to pull it out, my leg came off. It came off. I did learn a couple important lessons from my adventure. Get paid right away and take only cash. The worst part? Now everyone calls me Rumpelstiltskin instead of Al. My secret's out, and I can't fit my name on my business cards. Although I guess it's still better to be called Rumpelstiltskin than Lollypoodle, right? What do you think? Rumpelstiltskin better than Lollypoodle? I think so. Hope you enjoyed that fractured fairy tale. And I do have a craft for you this week. What we're making are necklaces filled with the gold that Rumpelstiltskin spun from straw. You're going to get a kit, and in that kit, there's some gold glitter for the gold, and you have a little bottle, and it has a little cork on top, which you'll open. And the best way to get some of that glitter in is with a little folded piece of paper. Pour a little bit of glitter there, and then you can carefully get it into that bottle. You may have to do it a couple times, then put the cork back on. Then you have, I'll give you some gold cord there, and you're going to tie it around there. It's stretchy, so pull it and make a knot, and maybe make a second knot, 2 knots. And then you'll take the end and figure out what size you want. Maybe mom will have to help you. And what I do, I put both pieces together, make a loop, and then pull that through and tie it. And then you have your necklace of gold. There are a couple sheets, and I did enclose a picture, but I think most of you will know how to do that. I have a couple activity sheets for you. A fairy tale word scramble. One is Rapunzel, Rumpelstiltskin, the 3 little pigs, Hansel and Gretel. So you try to unscramble those words, and then all the letters that are in the circles will spell an answer. So you have 4 of those. And then there's a fairy tale word search puzzle. And here's the list, and you'll try to find those. Again, it's vertical, horizontal, and diagonal. So a couple fun sheets for you again this week. Hope you'll come into the library to our story hours outside, or come into the library, get your reading logs. You can join summer reading at any time. Remember, Tuesday out on the lawn at Deltaville at 10:30. Wednesday out on the lawn in Urbana at 10:30. Of course, weather permitting. Also online on our Facebook page, and also on our YouTube page, that's Middlesex Library, you can find a special performance by science tellers. And it's about the ice sorceress and the dragon. And they tell a story, and they use some science, and there's dry ice and smoke, and they go to a castle. It's a lot of fun. I hope you'll look at that and watch that too. Okay, hope to see you next week. Stop in the library, give us a call, and register. See you then. Bye-bye.